Everybody.
So this was a big topic of conversation today. Did you see the play last night?
LeBron kick out to Anthony Davis.
Kicked it out. Now, they are sitting there and arguing with Skip and this morning and Shannon.
That it was a good
that it was the right basketball
play. I didn't see the clip, but I saw what Chris Broussard had said.
I'm just saying this, and this is as simple as I can make it. It is not the right basketball play. Someone open doesn't mean that they should get the ball. I've been on 1,000 basketball courts in my life where me shooting the ball is, and Jordan has said this at some point, or maybe even Iverson, is me shooting the ball double teamed is a better shot than some of the guys shooting wide open.
Yeah.
Like, and if that's Dikembe Mutombo standing over in the corner, is that a good pass? Whether he's wide the hell open or not. And that's what drives me crazy about it is how big is LeBron?
LeBron is 6'9".
How many people in that lane last night were bigger than him when he got there?
Not many.
I don't know who was in the lane or what the play or on the play, but all I know is that he was probably the biggest person in there.
You mean to tell me LeBron, who has so many posters on the season, couldn't just go up if he really wanted to and just absolutely bang on somebody's head?
Well, that's what people...
And even then, I think what it is, though, seriously, he's scared to go to the free throw line.
That's what it is, I think, as well.
He's scared to go to the free throw line. They want to say it's the right play, and someone would, I think Broussard made the argument that he made the argument that AD is like a 30-something% free 3-point shooter. Oh, well, that's great, you know.
What's LeBron's percentage from inside the paint? Is it better than 33%?
Probably like 50 to 60%, maybe better.
That's like saying Dwight Howard should kick it out for a three, and that's what people in Charlotte were saying. They wanted Dwight Howard to kick it out to Nick
Batum for the three to try and win it,
And I'm just like, come on. Listen, a 3-point shot is not better than a 2 unless you're down 3 in that sense.
And here's what's so crazy. So they lose the game 104 to 102 to the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, why the hell were you even in that situation against the 7th seed?
No Kyrie, no Durant.
No Kyrie, no Durant, the 7th seed. They just fired their head coach literally 72 hours ago. So how the hell if you're the Lakers and you come off these 2 big wins against the Bucks and the Clippers and you fall to the 7th seed Nets?
Regular season don't matter. I'm just saying. Here, watch this.
That's what that's what I've said is that the regular season just doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, like the question to me is like, well, why were you even in that position if you're just so much better than everybody? Gotta click that button.
Well, we don't have to have his sound. I'm just gonna play.
Oh, you're playing for the kick. You're just showing me the shot, the kick.
So here's the kick out.
Yeah,
this is LeBron here in the middle, right near where we're at. Now, he kicks it out to Anthony Davis for the shot.
Yeah.
And he misses the 3. Now, LeBron, when he kicks it out, he's standing on the freaking circle, Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, he's standing on the restricted area, basically.
He kicked it here.
Now,
DeAndre hadn't left his feet
He
yet.
hadn't left his feet yet. And I was about to
say, this other dodo's already jumped, so he's out of the play. This guy's behind
Here's
him.
the thing, though, too. If LeBron goes up right there, the dude's in the air. He's going to get fouled.
Right.
More than likely, he's going to get fouled. He'll get the superstar call, and LeBron will go to the line.
So they were arguing, Skip and Shannon, about whether or not about Jordan and making this play, and this has been this is what Jordan fans will say every time. When you draw up a play at the end of the game for Jordan or Kobe, it's for them to shoot the basketball,
not to pass the ball.
When you draw up a play with LeBron on your team, what's the play?
To kick the ball to the wide open man.
If you're defending the other team, why would you not just say, "Hey guys, we're going to defend them. Don't leave your man open."
Yeah,
we'll let LeBron take it to the rack. We'll put him on the free throw line if we have to.
I mean, I don't see why not. A 2-point game, why not?
Right.
I mean, so all you got to do is beat him in overtime.
LeBron is 4 of 19 in career on potential game tying or go ahead layup. So he won't lay it up or shoot the free throws for it. He likes to kick it out in this situation. And the thing with Trout and the thing with LeBron. So with Trout, I'll say he never led the league in batting average. He led the league in hits, doubles, home runs. He never had a 30-30 and 300 season. He never won a playoff game. No World Series, no Gold Gloves.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to tell me because he's got a really good on-base percentage, he's better than someone who's better than all of those.
Yeah.
So the thing with this LeBron thing is you're going to tell me that someone's got more rings averaged more points per game, didn't kick it out to teammates, didn't get a bronze medal in the Olympics, didn't lose 6 finals, but that guy's better than him because of whatever random weird stats you can come up with.
Let's not forget.
So if I'm better in 9 categories and you're better in 1, well, let's say you take 1 category away from each side and then count.
Michael Jordan also has more Defensive Player of the Year awards than LeBron. And everybody used to say LeBron when he was younger played great defense. LeBron doesn't even guard the best player anymore. Michael Jordan on offense was guarded by the best player, and on defense guarded the best player. Not only that, Michael Jordan has 10 scoring titles.
Mm-hmm.
He is a scoring machine. Kevin Durant, if I'm not mistaken, has only 1 scoring title, and they call him basically one of the best shooters of all time, especially for his size.
Besides Michael,
I have to double check that.
Then maybe
he might have to.
Then maybe Kobe. I would put Durant as the top 3 non-centers scorers in NBA history, and he is. I think he's 4th all time in scoring now. In NBA history, him and LeBron are like 27-1, 27-2, something like that. I don't know the exact. But this is the one. This is what would drive that'll drive.
I'm kidding. Kevin Durant is a 4-time scoring champion. I definitely underplayed that, but even still, 10-time scoring champion. Right. And he played, 19 seasons?
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he's got 5 Defensive Player of the Years.
No, 1.
1?
Defensive Player of the Year. He's all time. He's all defensive first team, probably a bunch. Michael is, but he's definitely only 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. So what would drive, like I say, what drives the Jordan fans crazy is that when you say you get to this point, like how can you be the greatest and the play is for you to give someone else the ball? Like, you don't draw up a play, all right, Michael, we're going to kick this to Corver in the corner. And people say, what about Paxson? That was a swing around.
Yeah, he was Defensive Player of the Year. He's been a 5-time MVP, 6 times Final MVP, 3-time All-Star MVP. He made 9 times All-Defensive MVP, All Defense. And he is also a 3-time Steals champ. 4
of his MVPs were during championship seasons. He lost to Karl Malone 1 year and Barkley 1 year, and in both those years he came back and beat them in the finals. That won those MVPs, beat those in particular guys.
I want you to look at this.
But real quick, when we talk about this play,
go ahead.
This play in general just drives Michael and Kobe fans crazy the most, because Michael and Kobe would have took the shot in the lane, took the contact, pulled up jumper, done something. And instead of a kick out to someone else, and how can you be the GOAT? And then Shannon brought up this morning, he even showed a play in Jordan's 55-point game against the Knicks. Jordan shot a fadeaway. Patrick Ewing doubled. And when Ewing doubled, Jordan dropped the pass into Winnington, who dunked it.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon says that's the same play.
No, it's not. That's a higher percentage shot than what
a
Anthony Davis shot.
A wide-open dunk Jordan dropped it to, as opposed...
Yeah.
Now, remember, Jordan wasn't the one in the lane. Winnington was the one in the lane. Jordan was fading away from the elbow with a double team in his face, one being Patrick Ewing, and he dropped the pass down to Winnington for a dunk, not a kick out for the 3. And they're not the same thing. And that was like, what is he talking about?
I just want you to think about it, man. Scoring titles. Michael Jordan has 10.
Mm-hmm.
Second is Wilt Chamberlain with 7.
He's got more than Wilt.
He's got more than Wilt.
I didn't know that.
He's got more than Wilt.
I actually did not know that.
And next, of current players, because if you want to say, Wilt played in a different era, he was just a man amongst boys then. And third is Kevin Durant with 4. So Michael Jordan has 10 to Kevin Durant's 4. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a very good argumentative paper that I'm working about, so do not sit here and try and tell me today's game is better and way different than in the 1990s, because my argumentative paper shuts that whole shit down.
You know who'd been really good back in the day with Chamberlain then? Was David Robinson. Because Robinson, with his athleticism, he could run it and shoot it. He would have been good today and then. Robinson would have been good. He's one of those centers, like, when you talk about, some centers couldn't play today or at a different time. He's the one that could play in every era. Remember what he was. He's a military man.
Yeah.
He's in shape because he wants to be or needs to be, and that's how he's raised. And
Allen Iverson also had 4 for scoring champs.
Okay.
Allen Iverson.
So Robinson running on those boys back in the day, they wouldn't have been able to keep up with him. The time he played did real well. And then now, if you think about it, there's not that many shot blockers in the lane. So he'd be one of the premier shot blockers in the league.
Yeah.
Then he could run up and down the court because he's one of the most athletic big men ever. And then he was shooting 20-foot jumpers. All he'd have to do is back up a few more feet, and he's hitting threes with everyone else. I think he'd be a really good one. All right, Hunter. Anything else in the NBA we need to discuss? The golden. Oh, that's what I want to talk about real quick. How about did you see Barkley?
Clap back at Draymond. Yeah. I mean, how can you not? Like that's a story amongst itself.
Barkley saying that Draymond said he's going to come take his job or something like that, and Barkley's response was he's got a face for radio.
Yeah, face for radio.
If you understand what that means.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, other people. Yeah, yeah. It says Warriors to face Nets in empty Chase Center on Thursday. So there will be nobody at the Warriors Nets game tomorrow.
I wanted to find the exact words, but one of these is funny. Let's see.
Is it televised though? Is this game going to be televised? Because if so, isn't that going to be weird? Just looking around and nobody's there.
So Draymond said he's going to come take his job, and here's Barkley's response, Hunter. I think he's a good player and a great guy. I like messing with him, but he's got the perfect face for radio. He said he don't have a TV face. He could do the job, but he don't have a face for TV. He's got a face for radio. And then he said, my job is safe. Draymond Green is a nice guy. You know what he is, though? He's like that guy in the boy band who's the least important member.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize he's standing next to Justin Timberlake. He's the least famous person in the boy band and thinks he's a star. And he's not. He's lucky to be in the boy band. He thinks all the girls are screaming for him. And no, they're just screaming for Justin Timberlake.
It's the
Enjoy
truth.
being in the band.
It's the truth.
Because you're never going to have any hit singles. But I like messing with him.
I mean, it's the truth. That's the one thing I will say about Charles Barkley is he says whatever is on his mind.
You know why these young kids don't
like
like him?
It's because he
what
does.
You just said.
Yeah, because he says whatever he wants.
They don't insult each other.
No.
They love each other. They trade jerseys with each other. They're all LeBron's buddy.
No, Charles Barkley grew up he played in an age where Michael Jordan might be playing with you on the dream team one season, but as soon as the NBA season started, I hate you. I hate you so much. That's exactly what he would be thinking. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to put 40 on your head just to remind you how much better I am than you. That's what would happen. And it's okay that everybody's friendly today. It's the AAU mentality because half the league played against half the league growing up, or half the league played with the other half of the league growing up. That's why Zion and John Morant are such close friends. They both grew up in South Carolina and played on the same AAU team growing up. Can you imagine that AAU team with Zion and John Morant at their age?
You think they beat the Bandies?
That's not a question, dude. That's not a question. That ain't even a question. Bandies should never be brought up against any AAU team. Ever. My high school does not have. We are not a basketball factory, okay?
Yeah.
We're not.
Trying to bring up some of these quotes.
Girls basketball we used to be, but not anymore.
Bird said Jordan is just God disguised as Michael Jordan. Barkley, I'm trying to find the exact words from it, but there was one. Did you ever see where he said God told him he was going to win the championship? Seen that one, Barkley. And right, during the interview before the finals against Jordan and the Bulls, he said that God told him they was going to win the championship. Mm-hmm. And then after they asked him about that, he said, God didn't tell me Jesus was playing on the Bulls. So God told him that he was going to win the championship. And he said, why'd you lose, Charles? Thought God told you. And he said, something to the nature of, well, he forgot to tell me that Jesus was playing for the Chicago Bulls.
Right.
So I just kind of give you a quick thoughts on. Of course, like I said, Barkley out rebounded Shaq in his day, 22 and 12 from Barkley. And Draymond talking to him is about him is so disrespectful to me. It's almost it's not as bad, but it's disrespectful to Pujols to the way they talk about Trout. They're in the same lineup.
Yeah, and he bats right
knocked
after
him
Trout.
in.
Yeah,
They talk about how many runs he scored.
Right.
Pujols is the one that's knocking him in.
Yeah,
How disrespectful is that?
That is very disrespectful.
Like, what if people told Baruth back in the day, you're pretty good, but that Garrick dude's probably better.
Oh, man.
Like, come on, kiss my ass on that one. All right, backing out of that one, and Hunter next on the agenda. Do you have an agenda?
I really didn't have an agenda.
You don't have an agenda?
I really don't have an agenda.
I have a couple of other